299. Okay, everybody might want to run and hide. It's time for the Shy Life Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Darling, it's the Shy Life Podcast.
Oh, yippee.
Okay, it looks like the hairy guy is ready to record. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I hope he hasn't found out my secret. Do you think he has?
Okay, here goes nothing.
Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shy Life Podcast with me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How are you doing? I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay. It is a bit busy around here because, as you know, we're getting very close to a very important date. Yes, it is almost episode 300. And so we're just doing, sort of final preparations for the events. Just making sure that bits and pieces are done, seating plans and music selections for the disco afterwards. Just sort of making sure we got the serviettes that we wanted, making sure we got enough, so everybody's running around doing their own little chores. Oh dear. There's one thing that's a bit different about Bettina and Damius's wedding, and I'll tell you more about that after we run the theme music. But yes, so this episode we'll just be chatting with the regulars, just making sure that everyone knows what's going on, and doing the finishing touches on the Shy Life Podcast this episode. Yes, episode 299. This will be the last time you'll hear this version of the theme music. At least I think it will be, unless it comes back again one day. Who knows? Anyway, here's the theme music. We'll be back in a minute.
It's time for my old buddy, old pal from across the channel, across the pond, Paul Chandler, the Shy Yeti.
He's not that shy. Oh, it's the Shy Life Podcast. Yeah.
All I wanted was a pie.
And then I hatched out of an egg. Okay, bring the mic over. He's ready to record.
It's the quiet ones you've got to watch, you know.
Oh, Babs.
Good boy. He's not all that shy is right. Gee.
If you thought that was bad, just listen to this.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait for it to begin.
It's the Shy Life Podcast. Hello again, listeners. Yes, it's me. As I said, there's a lot going on this episode. Apologies if you hear any banging or noises in the background. It's just a matter of, we're just trying to make sure that everything's right, everything's in the right place. And Eek's here, Cromity's here, Martin's here, Yeti Uncle John's here. Obviously there'll be lots of guests arriving, but not this episode. And Toppy and Aunt Tappy will be over, and Bettina and Damius, obviously. We've got to make sure that they don't spend the night together. We've got to keep to tradition. Well, that's what they want to do anyway. Now, I was going to tell you what's different about this whole wedding, because it's not a church wedding. We've got a celebrant, and we're doing it differently. We're doing it in a big marquee, a big tent, in the grounds of Bettina's home. Soon to be Bettina and Damius's home. And I've got a recording here of Bettina explaining herself.
Well, darling, you know what it's like with most weddings. If you're not careful, your guests turn up and they're starving. They're having to wait in the church for you to show up, and, all those things go on, and, all your guests really want is to get down to some tucker. They want some food, and they're starving, and they're having to wait whilst you exchange rings and things like that. Well, we're going to do it differently. We're going to let them eat first, aren't we, Damius? Oh, yes, that's right. Yes, we're going to invite the guests. They'll all arrive. They can start eating, and then about halfway through the afternoon, that's when we're going to do the actual celebration. Obviously, we won't cut the cake until later on, but no, our guests will be fed and watered. I just hope they don't get too watered. I hope there's nobody going to be too drunk. Oh no, we'll be careful. We'll have to be careful. I think they're serving only quite light wine until after the service.
So there you go. I actually think it makes perfect sense. I can think of weddings I've been to where, maybe it's been sort of in the afternoon and it's quite a rush to eat before the event, or you're worried about not getting there in time. But equally so, you're hungry, or you think, oh no, I'll be fine. And then about halfway through the service, you're thinking, oh, I'm starving. I wish I'd got a sandwich in my pocket. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, I think it's a lovely idea to invite the guests, to get them helping themselves, to let them eat. And the food will be refreshed throughout the day. And then at the prescribed time, the crowds will stand back and Bettina and Damius will get married. What did I think of it? I must speak to Ick. I can't remember if he's picking Jay up. You know, Jay's kind of giving Bettina away. I'll ask him. Ick, sorry.
What, Paul? I'm very busy.
I know. What are you doing? What's your chores?
I'm selecting tunes for the disco.
Oh, yes, there's a list. You've got a list, haven't you? I just wanted to ask about Jay. You're picking him up, aren't you?
Yes, Paul, I'll pick him up, no problem.
Oh, good. I just wanted to be sure. Are you picking Tappy and Toppy up as well?
Yes, Paul, I'm picking them all up. I don't like doing these little trips. It draws attention to myself, but no, I'm gonna pick up Toppy and Jay and Aunt Tappy, and actually there are one or two others. But anyway.
Others? More American podcasters? What, from 548?
I mustn't say, Paul. It's a surprise.
All right. I don't want to be stealing any surprises. So you run along. I'll catch up with you later, yeah?
All right, Paul.
Now, Cromitty and Martin, I think they're down at IKEA picking up bits and pieces. I might be wrong. Yeti Uncle John. Hey, Yeti Uncle John, can I have a word? What do you want? Yes, Paul. How are you? What's going on? Oh, fine. I'm just recording. I'm just here with the listeners. Just letting them know how final preparations for the big day is going. How are things with you? What is your responsibility? Well, I've been testing some of the food, and it's very, very good. It is too, yes. But I'm just making final decisions. Really? You as a food tester? Well, just a minute before you say anything. Yes, I'm actually a world-renowned food tester, so it's very perceptive of Bettina to offer me the job, yes. So I'm thumbs up, mainly thumbs up. Oh, okay. You wouldn't be testing the drinks as well? Oh yes, that'll come later though. Yes, and I've also got to speak to Martin later about flowers. He needs to have a sniff of them before we make final choices. Martin sniffing flowers? I guess that is a job he was born for, but this does all sound very last minute. Has Bettina not made, decisions on flowers months ago? Oh, yeah. She just wants to make sure they smell right. Oh, all right, whatever. Okay. Well, Cromitty and Martin are down at IKEA, and I suppose. Run along, it's Uncle John. Run along. Don't try too much food. Well, it's a job. It's a job, Paul. That's all it is. Yes, I'll see you later. Yeah. Yes. It's Uncle John. See you later. I think that's a bad idea. Getting Yeti Uncle John to test the food. I don't know how he wrangled that job. So anyway, sorry, listeners. It's a bit quiet at the moment. I thought there'd be more people to talk about, but everyone's so busy they've rushed off. Never mind. Listen. I think I've got something that I can play you. I'm with Nick. We're at my parents' house. We're going across the road to the old phone box, which is full of all sorts of donated treasures.
And I'm quite nostalgic for me because it was one of my film locations, actually. I used it in Gift from Eternity when I was filming out just outside here.
When I was a teenager, a teenager into my early 20s, I used to talk to one or two people on the phone, and I was encouraged to do so using my own pocket money rather than racking up bills for my parents. So
I think it also appears in another one of their films, Rosie Lens, because they pass it by, I think, at one point.
I used to have, even in the winter, I'd have hours and hours of phone conversations in that box, but it's now no longer possible. Well, I suppose it is. I can stand there in it with my mobile phone, but
adding money into it. But no, it's although when I did my filming in there, it was very much in the days of mobile phones. I kind of always thought it was more dramatic to actually, you have more things to do rather than just phone people on a mobile phone. It looks visually very dramatic. So the character got a waterlogged phone from the Jew. She was sleeping in the flower beds and went to make a phone call from using a phone box. In fact, she was calling you, ironically, even though you shot your scenes in the Godolphin.
Let's go and see if there's anything worth having. Like a little library.
It's a lovely idea. It keeps them going. Got Enid Blyton's famous photo. The original artwork as well. It's a lovely idea. It's a nice community idea as well. It keeps the boxes going.
It's got
you can actually
all of the C.S. Lewis.
Yes. I still think you ought to put, a spare copy of one of your books in, or one of mine, and just to sort of integrate it into the community.
Yeah, I might do it again. I feel like I have at some point.
It's just nice. You've got some good stuff here.
And yours?
Yes.
The Richard Scarey best word book ever. But
yes, you've got some modern rubbish as well, but...
else have we got? Philomena, is that from there's a film called...
I know Philomena once.
In Grandmother's Footsteps by Elizabeth Beaumont. French, you can learn French. There's a Marrakesh guide. The Great Book of British Useless Information. French.
All in all, it's pretty...
The Faber Book of Beasts. What sort of beasts are in there?
Charlie's a chimney sweep and sooty. Nowhere can I see sooty.
I think
it must be difficult writing dialogue for a glove puppet that doesn't speak.
We've got The Hive by Jill Hornby. Some of these beastly things. Who's That Girl?
Top Tip Marricat.
The Love Shack. Half these titles are really we've just taken a song, we're going, who's that girl?
Who's that girl?
The Love Shack.
I'm the Urban Spagon.
Yeah.
Oh, here we are. Yes, I've been in this box filming many times. I think Robin ended up here, and he's curious.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to take hold of the recording device? I'm going to give you some useless information.
Useless information coming round.
Listeners say, what's new? There are only 6 known signatures by William Shakespeare in existence. 3 of the 6 appear on his will.
The will's will.
More than 400 biographies of Charlie Chaplin have been written.
A man with 400 lives.
John Milton was paid only £10 for his copyright to his masterpiece Paradise Lost.
Copyright lost.
And the walrus in Lewis Carroll's 1871 poem The Walrus and the Carpenter was inspired by a stuffed specimen in Sunderland Museum. Actually, yes, I think I'm going to have this book. This looks like it would be a useful useless information for
pub quiz questions.
For live shows. But, Faber Book of Beasts. Baby Tortoise, Baa Black Sheep.
Well, a black sheep's a beast.
He's a beast.
Well, I suppose he's a beast in the literal sense, yes.
I don't know. These are all short stories. Are they worth? Oh, they're all poems. They're poems.
Baa black sheep, have you any wool? Well, go figure, I'm a sheep.
There's a poem by William Blake, The Fly. Little fly, thy summer's play, my thoughtless hand has brushed away. Am not I a fly like thee?
1986 shall be remade like me.
If he's a fly, how's he writing a poem? He's a very clever fly.
With his wing.
The rhyme of the ancient mariner.
Calling ancient.
Lots of beastly poems. Lots of beastly poems.
Beastly?
Lots of beastly poems.
Ghastly, as my mother used to say. Ghastly.
Well,
anyway, this is really nice.
So yes, your reunion with the phone box.
Oh, well then. At least it's still preserved.
So this is your room for the weekend. Have a nice
That's thank you. Yes, toothbrush here.
Thank you.
I've slept in worse places, I'm sure.
Let's get back in the warm.
Yes.
There you go, listeners. Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you? No. We do have Sutton Park clips coming up, and there'll probably be a poem or two. But anyway, I think we ought to go and see how Ick's doing. Yes. Hopefully he's selecting the music, and we can we can offer some help. Yes. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Hi, Ick. I like the music. What's playing?
Oh, Paul. Nothing too much. I'm just, yes, I'm just going through things. I was trying to find a clip, as well, that I wanted to play, or at least, be able to send to, Bettina and Damius.
A clip? What sort of clip?
Well, it was on Aunt Tappy's radio show. You know, Aunt Tappy's coffee morning.
I do listen, but I don't know the details. What message is this?
Well, you see, Paul, she was talking about the wedding on her show, you know, because obviously she's coming over here. I'll be picking her up with the others. I just thought it would be nice if they heard, because I'm sure they're much too busy to be listening to the radio or downloading podcasts or whatever.
Oh, yes. Oh, that would be nice. Obviously, as you say, Aunt Tappy will be here.
Yes, I know, but I still think it would be fun. I still think it would be fun for them to hear it. Just a little clip, I'll email it to them.
I suppose they might have time to listen before the event, or if not, then, well, no, it's a nice idea. What's all this?
Oh, I'll be careful with those. It's just files. You know, episodes of Aunt Tappy's coffee morning that I've downloaded. I'm just trying to work out which episode it was that she said what she did.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I get it. I get it.
I'm so glad that you get it.
I get that you get that. I get that you get it. That I get it. That or whatever.
Or whatever.
So if I click this, oh yes, it's me, Bettina.
Oh, there you are, dear.
So wonderful that you invited me on again, darling.
Paul, be careful.
How can I help you? Can I try and find the episode if I just listen through?
I don't think that would make very good podcasting, Paul. No, it's fine. I'm trying to do it in order. It's only a matter of 2 or 3 shows. I'll find it soon enough. I don't really need your help. Why don't you go and see how Martin and Cromitty are?
Oh, well, I don't think they're back from IKEA yet.
Why don't you play them a poem?
What, Martin and Cromitty?
No, the listeners. After all, this is what this podcast is all about.
Sure, it's about entertaining the listeners, but it's also about what we are doing.
Yes, Paul. Well, go and see what they're doing and play the listeners a poem.
Oh, right. I'm doing it. Okay. I'll see you later, Ick.
Yes, Paul. See you later.
Oh dear. I think I've annoyed him. I was just trying to be helpful. What was I saying? Oh, yes. Listeners, coming up, a couple of poems, I think. Or is it prose? Oh, it's one of the two. Probably. Have a listen. This is a little short piece called Writer's License. It's from my book, The Vampire Cows of Scunthorpe, from 2011. The writer was getting old. He'd always been prolific, but now he was done. His ideas dried up. But he was a brand, an institution. People expected a new book every 6 months. I will tell my son, my boy. I will explain what must be done. He has a talent. He must write for me. We will publish using my name. His wife Joyce would disapprove, but he knew his dearest John would do it for his father. The writer sighed, remembering now he had no family. They were his precious fiction. Oh, how he loved them so. This one's called You Don't Really Miss Them at First. At first you don't really miss them. It's just like they didn't call you for a few days, a few weeks, a few months, a year. You presume they just got busy or started seeing someone new that kept them distracted. Young love can do that. You reason that if you showed up at their house, then they'd still be there, looking a bit harassed, probably watching the snooker or maybe Game of Thrones, and they'd say, "Hello," and offer you a beer and catch up with the gossip. At first you'd be annoyed that they forgot you, but you'd be glad to see them, so you imagine that they're still out there somewhere, but you never go looking for them. At first you don't really miss them. It's like you just glanced up as they left the room and just caught sight of the back of them, but didn't get a chance to say hi. Either that or you were working different shifts, or probably they went on holiday just as soon as you got back from yours. It seems like ages since you last saw them, but it's really nothing sinister. You look forward to catching up with them when they get back, only eventually you notice that someone has cleared their desk and there's a new face sitting there in front of the screen. It is then you realise that they won't be back. Not gone on vacation, but gone for good, never to be seen again, and you can no longer ask to borrow their stapler when yours jams. At first, you don't really miss them. For the first few months, you're just relieved to have got rid of them, maybe because they were controlling or bullying you. Perhaps they were making you feel bad about yourself, or they cheated. Eventually you almost forget them, but then something triggers a memory. An old photo reminds you of the good times you had too. Sometimes you'll have a dream where you're still together, and it feels real. Only when you wake up you realise the reality, and you know that there is no going back, that they are gone, lost to you, out of reach, and you know that you couldn't find them now even if you wanted to. But for that 1 week moment you still allow yourself to miss them. At first you don't really miss them. You still listen to their albums every day. You still hear their voice and play back their old videos on YouTube. Recording artists take longer these days to release a new record. The money's in touring now. Not that you've heard of any tour lately. You remain patient though. After all, that is the nature of the fan. Kate Bush took 14 years. The B-52s took even longer, but it was worth the wait. Eventually they show up to prove they're still around, that they can still cut it. Only sometimes that doesn't happen. Sometimes that is it, and there is no more. It's only then that you accept that the story has reached its end. It is then that you begin to miss them the most. There you go. that was something from me. Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Dear oh dear, we're stuck again. I can't go back to Ick. I've just annoyed him. Yeti Uncle John is presumably testing food somewhere. And Martin and Cromarty, if I speak slowly, maybe they'll arrive. I presume they're still at IKEA. They're probably stuffing meatballs. I mean, that's what I would do. But I don't think I've got any guests, or I can't think of anyone who might be around. We'll just pick up the phone. Oh, here they come. Hi, Martin, Cromarty, hello, how are you? Oh, hello, Paul, how are you? Oh, yes, I'm fine, we're fine, aren't we, Martin?
Yes, I'm fine, we're fine. Yes, we've just been down to the coffee shop for some lunch.
Down to the coffee shop? For lunch? I thought you'd gone to IKEA to pick up napkins and cutlery and stuff. Oh, yes, we're going to do that in a while. Oh, I'm sorry, I've misled the listeners. I was pretty sure that you were there now. If you'd have gone to IKEA before lunch, you could have picked up your shopping and then had something to eat then. Or the other way round, had something to eat and then gone and picked up the things you needed. Oh, yes, well, you know, time runs away with one.
It does rather, yes. What are you up to?
Just recording a little show for the listeners, because it's the episode before the big episode, before the wedding of the year. Yes, Paul. So it is. Still, I'm not sure it makes the most exciting episode for the listeners. You know, there's so much to be done, and yet it is not really podcastable.
Yeah, I'd agree, Cromarty. It's not really the sort of thing you want to bore the listeners with, is it? Or do listeners like to listen to the daily drudge of life? I guess they listen to Big Fatty.
Martin, careful Big Fatty doesn't hear that. To be honest, I don't think he'll mind. He probably won't mind. Talking about Big Fatty, have you heard anything from Robot Big Fatty recently? No, nothing. I think that the sensor that he had that sort of showed where he is, I think that has malfunctioned. Maybe that time he got caught in the rain.
Yeah. Yes, that's right. Cuthbert is unable to locate him.
Oh dear. Listeners, do you know about Robot Big Fatty? Yes. Ick and, some of the others, they built a Robot Big Fatty. Back when we thought that Big Fatty was finishing his little show, episode 3000, we built ourselves a Robot Big Fatty, because we thought, well, then at least we'd have our very own Big Fatty, and we wouldn't miss the real Big Fatty when he retired. But then, of course, he didn't retire, and our Robot Big Fatty got caught in the rain, and well, basically, he's difficult to deal with, and he's gone AWOL, absent without leave. So we don't know what's going on. Oh well, never mind, Paul, never mind. Before we go to IKEA, would you like us to share with you a clip from Sutton Park? I actually would, yes. Is that something you can arrange, Martin?
Yes, I can arrange that, absolutely. Yes, let's do that. Shall we do that? Let's do that, yes. Coming up now on the Shy Life podcast, we have a clip from Sutton Park from the 1990s.
Oh, very good, Martin, yes. I think there will be more information in the show notes.
Yes, you better believe it. Have a listen to this.
Listeners, just have a listen to this.
Elaine, don't you think you could send them home or something with your magic? You think you can send some of them back?
All right, I'll try.
Quick, we gotta go. Look, it's behind you.
We have lost it.
I think we've lost our dinosaur.
I think we have lost it.
Do you think we can send them home? We've got to get them out of here as soon as possible.
No, probably.
Look, over here. That looks like a good point to send them back.
It does, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right, I'll try.
Come on then. Paul, can you not do what's
going on in the office and looking around the building? It's just a freeze frame.
Okay, if you all walk across the bridge, Elaine will do her magic powers as we go across. Okay, right?
Okay.
Right. Oh, hey, the other two have gone. Where have they gone? Keith hasn't
still
gone.
here.
haven't got another crack, have they? No.
I don't know where they've gone. They must have fallen in. Well, I think they got home, but.
Oh, that was worked, but
Why are we still here? That's not
Look,
fair.
over there. That's why.
Oh my
The frog.
oh no!
It's the frog.
It's a frog, yes.
He's the one who led us here in the first place. We don't know why he brought us here.
No.
I think he's trying to say something. I don't understand. Do you understand what frogs say? Did you do frog language at school?
Fortunately, I did. Yeah.
Goodness me.
Well,
Well, you
that's
listen to it and see what it says. So what did he say?
This is. George is still alive.
George, that's Elaine's boyfriend.
And it says if you kiss him,
Kiss the frog.
kiss the frog.
What? Elaine kisses the frog?
You must be joking.
If Elaine kisses the frog, then George will be returned to us.
Wow. This is
I'm
fantastic.
not kissing that, no.
You can't-
I'm
you
not
can't
no,
kiss it,
I'm not
you
gonna
can't.
no.
But he says you don't have to do tongues or anything.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
That's the best part.
Oh no, I'm not dead, am I?
He's gone. All that's
Keith.
left is a load of birds muck.
Keith is gone. We're left here, though. We're trapped here, Elaine.
Oh my god.
We're trapped in this strange world.
Well, it's not so bad once you get used to it.
The only thing I can think of is if you kiss this frog, if you kiss the frog, we may escape.
What wasn't it for me?
We might escape.
I can't
Oh, go on, please kiss the frog.
No,
Please
no.
kiss the frog. Oh, go on.
Mwah.
Oh, go on. No, you didn't do it properly. Oh, go on, Elaine.
I'm not kissing it. I'm not. No. I'm sorry.
You must kiss it properly. It will
No.
turn into George and we'll get home.
I don't want to kiss it. It's ugh.
Oh. Elaine, please, kiss the frog. If you don't kiss it, we'll never escape here. We'll be stuck here forever.
That was Sutton Park episode 54. Thank you.
Elaine, you really must kiss that frog.
Oh, do I have to?
You must. Look, we can't... Just a minute. This isn't where we were last time. We've travelled again.
Yes, I think we have.
Well, are we still in the future or...
No, I think we've come back.
We've returned.
Yes.
Oh, we better go and have a look.
I think we ought to.
You still got to kiss that frog, though.
Oh, all right then.
Later. Elaine, are you sure this isn't still the future?
No, I sure recognise this place. Do.
Look, you're just trying to get away from kissing this frog,
No,
aren't you?
I'm not. No. Of course I'm not. I think it's lovely, but I just know that we are coming up to something I recognise.
Any old excuse.
If we go down here, we'll find where we're supposed to be going because this is Uxbridge.
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 Elaine, you really got to kiss this frog. It's
Oh,
the only way
alright.
we're going to get out of here. You've really got to do it this time, okay?
Oh, all right then, if you say so.
Find somewhere. Go up here. Down here somewhere. Yes. Okay, you ready?
Yes, come on, let's get it over and done with while nobody's watching.
Right. Go on. Oh, let's go. Oh, no, that's enough then. Alright, let's put him down and see what happens to him. It's all been a trick.
And that's a picture of me.
It's a picture of you and George. But it's not the real George.
No, it's not.
It's been a big and malicious joke by Sutton Park.
Well, I know what I'm going to do with this picture. I'm going to
No,
rip
you're
it.
not. No.
Oh, all right then.
We mustn't give up hope. We must search for George. We know he must be still alive. Oh, this is so cruel. All that trick you had after that frog as well. Awful. Come on, Elaine. Come on. Don't worry.
All right.
Don't cry too much. Don't worry. Don't worry. It'll all be all right.
Well, there you go, listeners. That was Sutton Park from the 1990s. Thanks, Cromitty. Thanks, Martin. Cromitty. Oh. Well, somewhere during the playing of that clip, those two have started off. They've left. They've disappeared. Headed off to IKEA, no doubt. But they'll have a second lunch. I bet they'll have a second lunch of meatballs or whatever. Anyway. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry, now my phone's ringing. Just a minute. Hello. Sorry.
Hello, Paul. It's me, Ick the alien.
Hi, Ick. Aren't you in the building somewhere?
Oh, Paul, I am, but I'm too lazy to come and find you. I thought you might have left the building.
No, I've not left the building. I'm here. What do you want? Do you want me to come and find you? Are you where I saw you last?
Yes, Paul. Something's happened. I need you to listen to something.
All right. I'll come and find you. Just stay where you are.
I will do, Paul. I'll see you in a minute.
Yeah. No, dear, oh dear. Listeners, we've got to go and find Ick. I must have a word with Cuthbert. I think I ought to do that at some point as well. We'll play some music. It shows that time is passing. And then when it finishes, I'll be with Ick. I wonder what's going on. He sounded quite worried. Come on, let's go and find out. Oh, that's not what you said earlier.
I'm sorry, Paul. I was busy.
Yes, I know. What's wrong? Have you not been able to find the song you wanted to use?
Oh, no, Paul. It's much more serious than that. I was listening to Aunt Tappy's podcast.
Yes, so you were saying. I don't see how that helps. You wanted to select a clip or something. Have you still not found it?
Oh, well, no, I have found it. I found the episode. But that isn't the point. I need you to hear this.
All right, go on, play it. What's she said now? She's not said something rude about me, I hope.
No, Paul, no. Listen.
Well, we've reached an end of another Aunt Tappy Coffee Clutch morning show, Coffee with Morning and me. And I just want to thank everyone for being here, my special guest on my super successful international little podcast.
It's me, Bettina.
Oh, there you are, dear.
So I don't hear anything.
No, Paul. Just listen.
All right. I'm listening. Nothing's happening. She's just talking.
Oh, Paul. Oh, this is the point. This is what I'm trying to say. It sounds totally normal.
So your point is that the podcast, Aunt Tappy's podcast, that it sounds completely normal. Great. I'm so pleased to hear it.
Oh, no.
So wonderful that you invited me on again, darling.
Well, you know, we had the ratings jump when you were on there. And when that happens, we know to ask them back to reappear.
Wonderful, thank you. Oh dear. I also should thank you whilst I'm here for the wonderful job you did at my hen night recently. We had a lovely evening, didn't we, darling?
We most certainly did, and it doesn't matter to me a bit that no one else showed up.
It's about true friendship and close buddies, and anybody turning up would have been getting in the way.
Exactly, dear. That's just the way I thought about it. Anyways.
And not long now till the big day. I'm so excited. That'll probably be the next time I see you.
I imagine so, dear. And I've seen the photos of the colours I'm supposed to wear and everything. And it's just lovely, dear.
Yes, and Jay the Horned Cub, he's giving me away, and he has a suit that matches those colours too.
Oh, I'm sure it's quite the spectacle. I'm sure it'll be fine, dear. It'll be fine.
And Sam the dog, and Gus the cat, and Aragog the spider, and a few. I think he has some other ones. Some other pets.
Oh, there's like a million little fish he has.
Yes. I think the fish is coming. They're all dressed up. They're all going to be wearing the same colours. It'll be marvellous.
Oh, won't that be a sight, dear?
Oh, yes. It'll make all the magazines, the big magazines. Oh, well. Thank you so much for having me on your show again. It's delightful.
And thank you, dear, and especially for answering so many lovely questions from the audience, and thank you for writing in, and that we had some prepared questions for Agony Aunt, and they were just insightful, dear. You had insightful, interesting answers.
Yes, some of them were quite rude, too. I like those ones.
They were awfully funny, weren't they? All right, now, we've reached the end, and unlike some people, we know how to end the show promptly and efficiently. Now, so good night, and until next time, this is your Aunt Tappy and my best friend, Bettina Dupre, wishing you all happy coffee clutching in the morning.
Aunt Tappy's coffee morning, darling. Yes. Goodbye.
Oh, that's right.
I'll be finished.
I thought so.
Oh, sorry. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Listen, now I'm going to play it backwards.
What? Play it backwards? Oh, come on, I haven't got time for games. We're trying to get ready for this wedding.
No, Paul, no, listen. I'm playing it backwards now.
Do not marry him. Do not marry him. Bettina, do not marry him. He is wrong for you. Wrong for you, Bettina. He will bring you misery. Damius Tringlehorn will bring you misery. Do not marry him. You will regret it. You will regret it.
Yes. Paul, did you hear that?
Oh, come on. This is a trick.
No, Paul, no. That's what it sounds like when you play this bit of the tape back.
What? Oh. Ike, you're mucking me about, listeners. Ike's mucking me about.
I'm not mucking you about, Paul. Have a look. Have another listen. Here is the normal tape.
All right. Of course, it's not really tape. It's digital, but...
Shush, Paul, shush.
All right, now, we've reached the end, and unlike some people, we know how to end the show promptly and efficiently.
So, yes, and now you play it backwards. Then you substitute it with something else. It's a trick.
No, Paul, it's not. Go on, you do it. You press reverse.
Oh, for goodness sake. Listeners, I'm pressing the reverse button so that this message gets played backwards.
Do not marry him. Do not marry him. Bettina, do not marry him.
See, Paul? See?
Yeah, okay, I see. Why, here. Listeners, did you hear that? It sounds like a prank. But, well, I can't see... I can't see how it can be. All I can... I don't know what's going on. How on earth does a radio recording of Aunt Tappy, when played backwards, sound like that message? I don't know. And who is doing it?
That's a very good question, Paul. Somebody is trying to warn Bettina not to marry Damius Trinklehorn.
Yes, and who would want to do that? Who would want to do that? Are you saying Aunt Tappy? That she knew what she was doing?
No, Paul, I'm not saying that. I don't think I'm saying that.
Oh dear. I don't understand what it means. I mean, I do know what it means, but why is somebody warning? And what are they warning about? What is Damius supposed to have done?
I don't know, Paul. It's a mystery.
It can't be a mystery. We can't allow it to be a mystery. We have to work out what's going on.
We haven't got time, Paul. Everything's happy between the two of them. We can't be the ones to ruin it.
I'm not saying that we should be the ones to ruin it, but I think we should tell Bettina.
Oh no, Paul, I don't think so. I don't know, maybe we should.
Oh dear. This is the last thing we needed. I don't suppose Aunt Tabby would know it. Aunt Tabby hasn't got that sort of know-how, technological know-how. I don't even think Toppy has. To make a message play backwards and form new words, it's impossible. I don't know.
So are we going to tell them?
I don't know. I don't know that we should. I think it's best kept between you, me, and the listeners.
Oh, Paul, I suppose so.
Maybe Cuthbert could advise.
But Cuthbert's resting up. He's going to be playing all the music tomorrow.
Oh yes, of course, listeners. Cuthbert's being the DJ at the wedding. He's going to be mixing the music and playing it throughout the day. I forgot that he'd turned himself off for the night. He's having a good 24-hour rest. Oh gosh. Well, I think we're just going to have to leave it. Let's just not mention anything. Pretend we don't know.
Oh, golly, Paul. Oh, how perplexing.
It is very perplexing. You're right. Oh, you're not wrong. Hey, Big Fatty, it's me, Paul the Shy Yeti. How you doing? I'm alright. I'm having to whisper because I'm in hospital. Yes, I'm in hospital. I'm okay, it's okay. I just wanted to wish you a happy Thanksgiving, that's all. And I know I'm late, but there you go. Yes, I'm just in hospital because it was decided that I would be a much better podcaster if I had my brain removed, because I do far too many silly things on my show. So I'm going to have a new brain, a more sensible brain put in. I think it's the best thing for everyone, really. Ick's not that keen on the idea, but well, maybe he'll talk me round. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's very squeaky around here, so oh dear, that hurt. I need to be oiled. That's my leg making that noise. Anyway, I hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and I will speak to you again soon. Don't worry, I won't have my brain removed. Not really. I'm only pretending. Or am I? We'll just have to see. Okay, bye for now. Bye-bye. Right, well, I think that's it for now. I think I've had enough of recording. There's too much to do, and things like this we really don't need.
Oh dear, Paul, I know what you mean. I'm sorry I brought it to your attention.
No, it's a good thing, Ick. At least it'll keep me alert. I feel like somebody is going to try and do something deliberately. If not to totally ruin the wedding, then, well, we need to be on alert.
No, yes, Paul, you're right.
We just have to keep it between ourselves, you, me, and the listeners.
Okay, Paul. Hopefully everything will be fine.
Yes, hopefully everything will be fine. But this is the Charlotte podcast, and we can't presume that.
Oh, I know what you mean, Paul. Oh, golly. Oh, dear.
Right, well, listeners, that's all we've got time for now. And I want you to keep an eye out as well. The wedding is imminent. It's imminent, and you need to keep an eye out. And you need to come to the wedding and be there and keep an eye out for anyone doing something that they shouldn't be doing. Anyone who might be trying to ruin the day. We're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. Yes. Sorry. So, yes, I mean, we are in a situation where we do know that next episode is episode 300. And how fantastic. It's going to be a great day. It really is. It is. You're going to be there. We're going to have lots of special guests. It's going to be wonderful. Bettina and Darius are going to have a fantastic day. I promise you. We mustn't start thinking that things are going to go wrong. No.
No, Paul. No, listeners. No, we need to be positive.
We need to be positive, but we need to be vigilant.
Yes, Paul, vigilant. Vigilant, ever vigilant.
Yes. Oh dear. Well, anyway, right, let's run the theme music and say goodbye. There will be more, but not much more. Anyway, you take care, listeners. Thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed being here with us, seeing how busy things are, and it'll all be worth it, because episode 300 is going to be a really big event. Something very special. The wedding of the year. The episode of the year. It's just going to be fantastic. Okay, will you join us again soon? And make sure you're wearing your best hats when we see you next. I bet you spruce up pretty well, hey? Yeah? I bet you do. Particularly you, madam. Yes. You with the cheeky wink. And you, sir. Yes. Yes.
Oh, Paul, stop flirting with the audience.
Sorry, listeners. So I don't mean to be cheeky. I think I'm just a bit overtired. Gosh. Hello. All right, bye-bye for now.
Oh, Paul, you're incorrigible.
I'm easily encouraged. It's not even a word, is it? Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Bye-bye, listeners.
Oh dear. I don't know how any of this happened. Very strange indeed. Yes. Yes. Good grief. Oh dear. Who would do such a thing? Well, I don't know. I do not know yet, Uncle John. It's very, very shocking. But I'm sure it's just a prank or a joke.
Yes, I'd say so. I'd say it was a joke. Well, it certainly seems genuine though when you listen to it.
I don't know who even sent it. Yeah, but well, we've all got it, haven't we? Oh, here comes Paul. Paul, look at this. Have you heard this? Have you received this? What? What's going on? We all received an anonymous text saying, listen to this. And we did, and we played the clip. And it plays forwards and then it plays backwards. And it is a warning. It says that Bettina should not trust Damius because, he's going to lead to misery. Who would send such a thing? What? How shocking. Well, I didn't send it. Listeners, now this is awful. Somebody has anonymously texted that clip to Cromitty and Martin and Yeti Uncle John. We're trying to limit the effect of this, and it's spreading faster than we can control it. Paul, why are you speaking to the listeners? No, it's fine. Where is Eek? Where is he? He's busy.
So did you know about this clip? Did you know about it? Is it true? Sounds real. Could be a prank, I suppose.
I'm not sure. We're not sure. I mean, I was aware of it. Eek's aware of it. Even the listeners are aware of it. But I'm sure it is just a prank. Wait till I find out who sent that. Yeah, it's not a very funny joke, is it? Oh dear. Last thing we want is poor old Damius being worried. Everyone's picking on Damius. Well, I think Bettina would be upset too. Yes, you're probably right. But I'm sure it is just a prank. As I was saying to Eek when we heard it, we must be vigilant. If there is somebody at the wedding who is going to be trying to play a prank, then we need to be aware and we need to be looking out for who this person might be. Because we don't want the day to be ruined or spoiled, or even we don't even want there to be a slight hiccup. So I know you would be anyway, but we need to keep an eye out because somebody has got something planned. But who could it be, Paul? I have no idea. I really have no idea. But we only found out about this about 10 minutes ago. Oh my goodness. Well, is there any way of checking where the email came from? Could Cuthbert help? I'm not sure. I don't know. Cuthbert's resting anyway. He's in sleep mode until the wedding day. Maybe I can ask Callum. He's an IT bod. But I really don't think we're going to find the answer. We just need to be vigilant. Yes, that's right. Be vigilant. Oh dear, it's most upsetting. Oh yes, don't be upset, Cromitty.
It is hard not to be. And, I think I can hear the theme music playing. Oh well, we'll just have to be vigilant.
Yes, be vigilant. Oh dear. Yes, let's just hope that Bettina and Damius don't hear about it. Oh yes, that would be awful. Oh, okay. Yes. All right. It'll be fine. It will be.
I gotta go now! Bye! I want to go with you! Gotta go! Bye!
Goodbye. This show is part of the Pride 48 network. Find more shows over at pride48.com.
Oh, such mysteries.
Yeti, he's crazy.
Oh, yippee!
I have a voice. I have a voice.
You have a voice.
You have a voice. We have a voice.
We have a voice.
Unique voices in podcasting.
UnivazPods.net.
Oh my goodness, what happened, Paul?
Well, that clip you played me, it showed up anonymously on Cromitty and Martin and Yeti Uncle John's phones. I mean, goodness knows who else it's been sent to.
Oh my goodness, who is doing this?
I don't know. I don't know who's doing it. But they're just trying to cause trouble. I mean, ultimately, nobody is going to be able to split up Damius and Bettina. Those two are rock solid.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. Yes, I think you're right. But it's upsetting. It is upsetting. Oh dear.
I just can't think who can be involved. Oh, the phone.
Oh, Paul, answer it.
I'm doing it. Hello, Paul here, Shaggy.
Darling, hello, darling. How are you? It's me, Bettina.
Hi, Bettina, how you doing? Is Damius with you?
I am here.
Ah, good. Yes. Can we help? Not long now, hey?
Oh, darling, yes, I know. It's not long now. I just wondered whether you'd... Well, have you received an anonymous email?
I have. The one with the message on from Aunt Tappy's show.
Yes, darling. It's very bizarre, very strange.
It certainly is, Bettina.
Oh, Ick's there. Hello, darling Ick. Hello, darling.
Hello, Bettina. Are you both okay?
Oh, yes. We're fine. We're a little bit surprised. Yes, darling. We are. But, I'm pretty sure it's a load of nonsense.
Yes, Bettina. That's what we were saying. Just a prank. This is a pretty cruel prank, but we will find out who's done it, and we'll give them a good ticking off.
Well, I don't think it's anything to worry about. I'm pretty sure it's either Tappy or Toppy playing a silly game, and it's all got rather out of hand.
Really? You think so? You don't sound cross.
I'm quite cross.
I don't blame you, Damius.
No, darling, I'm not cross at all. It's just the sort of prank playing that Tappy and I often indulge in.
Well, if you say so. And have you got in touch with her? Have you asked her if it was her?
Oh, no, darling, I've not been able to. I'm far too busy, but I'm sure it's not important. So just don't you worry about it. Anyway, we've got to get packed because, are you coming soon for us, Ick?
Oh, yes, I'll be there soon. I'll be going and picking everybody up. Yes, get yourself packed.
Yes, you must. And then Damius and Bettina, and you'll be in separate hotels or separate rooms or whatever.
Oh, yes, darling. Very exciting. All right, I'll see you later. Oh, see you later.
Yes, see you later. Oh, dear.
Well, they don't seem too worried.
No, they don't. But that doesn't mean to say that we shouldn't be worried. It's definitely a mystery, and I think it should be taken with utmost importance. And taken seriously, it should be taken seriously.
I agree, Paul. I do agree. Do you think we should cancel the wedding?
Oh, no, Ick. I don't think we should go that far. I'm sure it's okay. I mean, it's not like there's been any threats. Just like a warning.
Well, if you say so.
No, we can't cancel the wedding. No, we just have to be vigilant and, hopefully there'll be no more messages. Hopefully that'll be it.
Gosh, I hope so.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, listeners. We've got it in hand. We'll have our eyes and ears on the crowd of guests, and nothing wrong will happen. Nothing. I promise you that.
Oh dear, Paul, I don't know that you can promise anything.
Just you wait and see. It'll be fine. It'll all be fine. Oh gosh.
I do hope so, listeners.
It will. It's got to be. It really has.
Join us next time on the Charlotte Podcast for episode 300, The Wedding of the Year. Will Bettina and Damius get married safely, or will the mysterious message sender make an unwelcome return? Join us again soon.
Oh, darling, it's the wedding of the year.
Coming soon on the Shy Life podcast is the wedding of the year between Bettina Dupre and Damius Trinklehorn.
I can't wait. I tell you, I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting. Those two, they're really made for one another. And there's just going to be so many guests. They really have planned a wonderful day. So many guests.
Oh, I'm so excited. So excited. Gosh, it really is the wedding of the year.
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm counting off the minutes. I really am.
Oh yes, I bet the food will be good too. I hope so.
Oh my goodness, I don't think I've been to a wedding for many a year. So exciting. I bet I don't know all the guests. I've seen the wedding list, but I don't even recognise half the names.
Oh Paul, you can't expect to know everybody.
But sometimes at weddings, there are uninvited guests. Some people show up at weddings just to make trouble.
Oh, darling, it's going to be a wonderful day. Oh, I can't believe it. It's come around so quickly. No, I will finally be married to my wonderful Bettina. It'll be the happiest day of my life.
But will it? Will it really be the happiest day of their lives? It'll certainly be the wedding of 2019, for better or for worse. Do not marry him. Do not marry him. Bettina, do not marry him.
Lovely, dear.